I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to make these PieDuo earrings created by our community member, Chris Lewis King. She visited the warehouse here and brought these cute little PieDuo earrings with her, and I thought I would share them with you. Gather up your supplies, and remember, if you need them, look below the video. In the description gets you links back to the website where you can check out all the materials, which may just be on sale. So today's earring is all about the PieDuos, turning them into a tree. So that's why we're calling it the PieDuo tree earrings. And we are going to be working on this based on a pattern that Chris King shared, one of our community members and friends here. And I just changed it a tiny little bit, but you can see kept it pretty much the same. Just tried to get a little bit more vertical and a little bit more height, but you can change this however you want. For this, I am using the etch to make it look a little bit more like a tree. It's the etch material, but you can certainly do it in other colors as well. The first thing we're going to do is use some 11-0 seed beads to make our trunk. And I'm picking up 4 of those on a size 10 needle with size 8 thick dragon thread. I'm going to go back through beads number 1 and 2 and exit my threaded needle before bead number 2 or 3 and 4. You can see I'm just leaving a little bit of a tail here to tie onto, and I only have about 2 feet of thread on my needle to do one earring. We're going to make our base of our tree go a little bit higher, 1 more bead set up. So 2 beads go on, and then you're going to go down through beads number 3 and 4. Back up through beads number 1, 2, and 5, if you're keeping track. And we're going to add on our first of our PieDuos. Our PieDuos, we're going to have them so they sit upright. And we're going to add PieDuo number 1, going through one side. I'm going to come down and kind of stabilize the tree, going down through the other side of the PieDuo and also through the other side of that square stitch trunk. Coming up then through the opposite side here, we're going to go back up through hole number 1 of the PieDuo and bring your thread and needle out through the top. Nice tight pull there. And now we're going to add a 15-0. We're going to add our next PieDuo, a 15-0, and PieDuo number 3. Remember, I'm always going up through the rounded edge and out towards the top. Once I'm here, I'm actually going to add my top beads, 1 and 2 of my 15-0 tinsel silver, followed by a 2mm bicone. Any size bicone or bead really will work on this, followed by a wire guard or wire guardian or a wire protector, depending on who you ask. And you're going to bring it down through the opposite side. This is what if you're doing it as a pendant, a little package, a little wine glass charm with different colored trees or maybe different colored stars at the top or birthstones. You're going up. This is a nice way to connect. I'm going to go back down through my 2mm bicone and out before the seed beads. After the bicone, 1 and 2 of my 15-0s, and down through the opposite side of the same PieDuo, bringing that to the center. From here, we're going to add another 15. This time the PieDuo, since we're going from the top down, we're going to sew from the V side or that point side down towards the base, pick up another 15-0, and then sew down through through PieDuo number 1. And you can see that gets us kind of the middle of our tree ready to go. Now we need to build the sides of the tree. And the way we're going to build the sides is with a little bit of tinsel here. So I'm going to grab 1, 2, and 3 15-0s, grab my next PieDuo, sew up through the base, through that bottom right there, and up towards the top. Grab another 15, and we're going to go up through the PieDuo above. And see how that's just going to kind of link it there on the side. From here, I want to go through the PieDuo, down towards the bottom here, and out. And see how that gets that 1 bead along the side. Now we need the other bead along the side, but while I'm here, I'm going to add a little bit of tinsel. To add a little bit of tinsel, 1 and 2 15-0s, and back up through that same PieDuo bead. And that just puts the 15s kind of right in the middle there between. Down through that same PieDuo, I'll also drop down through the 2mm or through the 15-0 seed bead and the PieDuo on this side. Coming through here, I want to get to the other side. So what I'm going to do is go up through the PieDuo here. If you want to go down through the base, you can. I'm going to go up through the PieDuo, and we're going to basically work in reverse. Up and out through the PieDuo on row 2 on the left, down through the open hole there. Add in one of your 15-ohs, one PieDuo starting from the top point down towards the rounded edge, 1 and 2 and 3 15s, and into PieDuo number 1 right there, and up. What that's going to do is put that last one right there along the side. So you can see you've got your tinsel along the bottom, you've got it started around the middle, and we're going to get more of that middle by going up through the 15 and the PieDuo on the left. I know this uses a lot of thread passes to get it all lined up, but it's super cute. Down through the PieDuo on the left-hand hole and out. 2 more beads for my tinsel and up towards the top. This is my opportunity now to reinforce my clasp here, or my edge. I'm going to go up through the 15, up through the 2 15s and the PieDuo, out through the top. When you're out the top, go into the wire guard. And you always want to make sure when you're going through the wire guard the second time, especially with a size 10 needle, that your thread does not kind of pop out and open up these sides. Wire guards are not soldered on the edges. They're just basically a closed cylinder. Come down through the opposite side of the wire guard. Once you're down through the opposite side of the wire guard, you're going to come down through the crystal as well, and then over towards the opposite side of the 15s. When you come down through the 15s, also come down through the PieDuo, because we've got to add a little swag there. 1 and 2 beads sit in the middle and up through the top. Now it's getting tight along the top there, and because I'm using green thread and green beads, you're never going to see it. You could make a white tree too with little green seed beads. I'm going to come down through my center row, going the whole way down through the PieDuo, through the 15 below it, through the 15, below the next PieDuo, through the PieDuo, at the same time if you can. Sometimes you kind of have to pick your battles and just do 1 bead at a time. I got it down through both. That concludes your tree. So simple and cute. A nice little gift idea. Now what we're going to do is just tie off our extra thread. You can take it up towards the base of the tree if you want to. You can tie off that knot down here. What I'm going to do, I'll show you since I have extra thread on here. I'm going to tie this here, right over left, left over right. You can even go through that loop twice, once and twice, to get a nice sewer's knot. It's going to be nice and tight there. Take your thread that's still connected to the needle, go back up through, come on out towards the back of the project there in an inconspicuous place, pulling the knot up into the base of the tree, taking your thread burner here and burning off the extra thread ends close to your project. And then you will not see them at all. And there you have your cute little PieDuo Christmas trees. And they're really simple once you get the hang of them, really easy. I'm just going to stick those on some fun lever back ear wires and call that a cute little PieDuo tree. Thanks so much for joining me in creating these PieDuo tree earrings. They are super cute, and I love kind of the flashiness of the vitriol and that etching bead. If you do want some materials, want to check out all the tree colors that you can do with our PieDuo beads, look below the video. In the description of the video, there's a little button that says show more. Click that, it'll drop down and it'll get you links back to our website. As always, if you haven't yet, if you make the trees, I would love for you to join our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making and post photos of yours there. It's so much fun to share with the community all the different ideas and get inspiration and energies flowing. As always, thank you so much for joining. Thanks to Chris Lewis King for these cute design earrings, and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.